If you're a business owner and you struggle to make content, then this is for you. I'm going to give you a full deep dive on the new cohort that I'll be launching called the Content Sprint. The Content Sprint, in essence, is a 60-day content intensive where I teach you the systems and the strategies to grow your organic following and get new leads for your business. So to start off with, we are going to be going into the classroom section. So in the classroom, there is 5 different classroom sections. You've got Start Here, content playbooks, content deep dives, example posting schedules, and then a gear list. I think we can discount the gear list because the gear list is very simple. It's literally just what level are you at? Here's the gear that I would recommend for that level. The content deep dives are going to be the 4 group calls that we have across the 60-day sprint. So they're going to be every other week. We have a content group call. And in that content group call, I'm going to be giving a 45-minute presentation on exactly what's working right now on social media, as well as teaching the cohort something new about social media and how they can implement strategies to boost what they have already done. The recordings of those calls, as well as the notes, will all be stored in the content deep dive library. Then we move into an example posting schedule. I should probably blur this out, but I'm not going to. The example posting schedule is basically just a video of me talking through how businesses can implement a simple posting strategy into their calendar and why I think that people go very, very wrong when they initially try and plan their content, right? I would say to you, go plan a week of content. You would probably immediately get your phone out and start looking for posts and then try and schedule some stuff, which in my experience is the wrong thing to do. I think people get it massively twisted. And what I would always favor is, instead of starting with the content, start with a goal and start with the who, the why, and the what. The who do you want to follow you? Why would they follow you? And what do you have to offer that person? If you're not crystal clear on those 3, then you can't set clear goals. If you don't have clear goals, you don't know what to make content about, and then you're stuck in this sort of very mid to average cycle of just making generic content. No one messages you off the back of it. No one really follows you, and you just feel stuck and stagnant. So that's exactly everything I'll be diving into on the example posting schedule there. Then this is where, this is the big dog bit, the content playbook. So before I go into this, I'm going to go back so you can't just copy everything. Before I go into this, the content playbook is, in essence, it lives in the lab for people to get access to whenever they need. Because when they start the sprint, you get a one-to-one call with me where we customize your own personal strategy for your page or your business page over the next 60 days and how we can maximize that growth. You get the content tracker from me. You also get access to the group calls. But what happens when on a random Wednesday or a random Thursday, you don't have ideas, or you are struggling to put together a carousel in the right order that's going to drive people to your CTA, whatever that may be? You're just stuck on a real idea. This is where the content playbook comes in. And in each one of the sections, if I go into it here, you've got content ideas and hooks. You've got reels with multiple sections there. You've got carousels with a full brief on exactly why carousels matter, as well as video to go with it. Stories, exactly how you can structure your stories to get more views. And also, we track story views in the content sprint. Story views are a big, big thing, because ultimately, if your story views are going up, it means your general engagement is going to be going up. And also, if you get more story views, you're going to have more people tapping on stickers, as well as some scheduling options, and then a deep dive into how to review your Instagram insights. I'll give you a quick scan here so you can just pause, but that's all you got. If we go back to the idea bank, there's 100 ideas for people to literally just go and copy and then make their own takes of. So if we use one as a curiosity gap as an example, nobody tells you this about insert your thing. I wish someone told me about this before I started the studio. People would be like, oh, what is it? I go on. I'll give you some more. Story personal. A client came to me last week and said, insert thing. It's another way of you embedding more social proof into your content, but you get the picture. If you go into the reels, there's a little bit of a brief about exactly what we'll be learning. And then I would say on the classroom front, that's probably us. The Start Here guide, like I said at the beginning, is very much literally just exactly how you can work through everything in the lab section. In the calendar, people just add these calls to their diary and we're party time. I'm super excited. to get this first cohort underway. We've currently got 17 people signed up, so it's going to be really, really good. I'm going to be going above and beyond for these guys, so it's not too late to actually join. That's what I'm going to say. We start on the 10th of August. It's currently the 5th of August, so there is still time to join. As long as you live inside of the UK, you can join the first content cohort, and here's why. For the first one, I'm going to be traveling to each individual client and filming reels for them, as well as social proof for the content cohort and the content sprint itself, So I'm obviously not really wanting to travel outside of the UK just yet, but anyone in the UK can join the content cohort version 1, unless you're willing to sacrifice your reel filming. But yeah, the goal is very much just help business owners leverage organic social media to bring in more money for their business and also grow their audience. Because if you grow your audience, everything else takes care of itself. And especially if, or I found at least, like you have a really relevant and engaged audience. If you got an audience of 200 people and they're all perfect fits, when you drop the right offer at the right time, everyone's going to take you up on it. I would rather have 200 engaged followers than 1,000 shit ones. So in this, I'm going to be teaching these guys exactly how to get the right fit followers. And then also just how to make their social media more engaging, more interesting. And the biggest issue people have, I think, is they have a shit hot business on this side. And I'm not trying to help with a business. You have a shit hot business, but the front where people find you looks terrible, isn't engaging, and has absolutely fuck all happening on it. So if you'd be interested in joining the Content Sprint Cohort 1, drop a comment below, or it's the first link in the description as well, and I'll see you on the inside.